The 2009 mayoral election is not over yet. Satan battles to keep Toledo in handcuffs. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Reference the Bible, King James Version. Wilkowski and Bell won nothing. Toledo is God's city. Taking back Toledo is a spiritual warfare, not man. You can do nothing without me. Reference the Bible, King James Version. I will fight for you until Satan is defeated from this city. I am Opal Covey, mayoral candidate and prophetess. The primary election is over for the third time. The majority of Toledo voters has rejected God's rich blessings and miracles to bring Toledo to its destiny as a prosperous city. This is the exact reason Toledo has been ruled by pharaohs for decades. Rejecting God is blasphemy against him. Toledo blasphemed God again for the third time by not voting in his chosen one to rule Toledo. Electing anyone other than God's chosen vessel keeps Toledo under rule of corruption and organized crime and continuing the curse. The person, Thinkbiner, will change to the person of Wilkowski or Bell. They will rule under the same government of corruption Carty has ruled under. A corrupted government will continue as long as I'm not on the seat. God's blessings will continue to be withheld, as you have seen Toledo decline since I first ran in 2001. With another third rejection, this 2009, God's wrath will be worse than ever in history. The more he's rejected, the worse it will get. I have done everything since 2001 to show the people and the media this city belongs to God, and he means business and don't play. This city will either straighten up or be destroyed completely. Rejecting God in the vote and media, who have tried hard to push me out of the race, proved you want to rule the city and not let God rule it. The media and most people proved they did not care what Toledo's corrupt government did to me, a prophet of God working the works of Jesus. They still falsely accuse me. Those who voted for me will be exempt from God's wrath to come, but will be blessed and saved. I ran my campaign even with most of the media disrespecting me and frauding the Constitution by not having me on the debates, roundtables, or interviews. But I got my message out, regardless of their evil fighting against God to bless Toledo with riches. Those who voted against me have no right to complain when more wrath and judgment comes to Toledo from God. You will know God rules and is alive and reigns and is the power over us all, and you have no power over God. Toledo has been visited by God 32 years with my presence. God has proven these last 8 years the people of Toledo are stubborn and do not wish to have God and even the churches rule their city. Had people who called themselves Christians voted for me in these last elections, I would have already been on the mayor's seat. God says, when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. Reference the King James Version of the Bible. Because Jack Ford sat on the seat God chose for me, he was not able to prosper the city. God had his hands tied. I prophesied in 2005, still trying to get your attention, that destruction was coming if you put Carty on that seat. Carty has sat on that seat 4 years and has almost destroyed Toledo. Now you are trying to put another on the mayor's seat, rejecting God again. It won't work. God has chosen me for that seat. Until you put me on it, Toledo will continue to suffer destruction and will be greater than ever in history. I will and have not conceded the seat and never will. It's my seat. I'm the one God chose for it. Who is bigger than God? To say not. The above was written and directed by God, by myself, Prophetess Opal Covey, 2001, 05, and 09 mayoral candidate. Phone number 419-243-6531. Mailing address 2236 Broadway Street, Toledo, Ohio 43609. Thank you and God bless you. I am Prophetess Opal Covey.